my test is if I see him have the audacity to pick up that spoon and dig into that beef, I say, up. Nah, he's not good for business.
Speaking of like, the link, as you the link Santo, how should an African I was thinking about this the other day, like how should an African man like vet his circle to make sure there's no like, snakes or anyone there that shouldn't be there, you know what I mean?
I was thinking about this the other day too. In Nigerian culture, we don't necessarily have a tradition or a custom to where an African man can, see if a guy is solid or not, see if his close circle of friends is solid or not. So there's this method that I implemented. If I see a guy who addresses his parents or his elders by their first name, I'm like, okay, this guy has some potential. He has some, like, this guy could be a prospect. Can do business with him. So I reach out. I'll say, okay, come to my house. We can talk about business, and I offer him some jollof, some rice and stew, and I intentionally put 3 or 4 pieces of beef on the top of the stew or the top of the jollof rice. So my test is if I see him have the audacity to pick up that spoon and dig into that beef, I say, up. Nah, he's not good for business. So how are you gonna have the patience for your container business to grow if you're here digging in beef, you haven't even eaten a single speck of rice. That's my method.
That's a really good method because it's like you go for the meat first without even eating the rice or finishing the rice. It's like it kind of correlates to like, he'll be the first one to jump to conclusions. He'll be the first one to slime you out. You know what I'm saying? When the money's right, he'll slime you out. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's definitely a good test.
Yeah, we should really incorporate that in